All right, guys, welcome to our team call. Hi. It is so good to see you guys. It is January 23rd already. I have the leaderboard up and going. We are going to have so much fun tonight. Like, I am so excited. The January leaderboard is lighting up. I am so proud of you guys. If you're brand new to the call, you guys, most of you are good. But if you see a number next to somebody's name, that means that they changed somebody's life with the challenge pack and got them started on their health and fitness journey. So when you do that, you get 2 points. So on the board with changing one life so far is Kristen, Beth, Ashley, Angela, Alex, Gwen, Glenn, Rachel, and Jamie all changed one life. Congratulations, you guys. On the board with 2 lives changed, Colleen, Kim, Cassandra, Christina, and Caroline. If you know these people, give them a shout out in the chat, blow it up. You guys are doing awesome. There's so many new names. I absolutely love it. If you know somebody that's new, give them a shout out. So exciting to get your name on this board. Because you guys work hard. You work hard on your health and fitness. You work hard on showing this lifestyle on social media. Like, it's so fun to be recognized for that. And that's one reason why I love this business so much, is for the recognition that we receive. Changing 3 lives, Amanda Steele, whoop, whoop. Kaylee, Megan Broski on the board with 8, and myself with 12. Congratulations, you guys. I'm so excited. And I know so many of you are like planting major seeds. So mute yourselves. Okay, got y'all. All right, got it. I know that you guys are like badass this month. Can I say that? Like, you guys are going hardcore with like your inviting, with your social media, with your stories, with your own health and fitness journeys, rocking bar. I'm like, oh my gosh. It is so exciting, and everything that you're doing right now is probably not showing on this board, because we know that there's a little bit of a lag when it comes to this business. So whatever you're doing now is definitely going to pay off in February and March. So top recruiter, Megan Broski with 4. Congratulations, girl. Everybody that started with a challenge pack, she signed up with a coach account right away. So super awesome. Incredible way to hit diamond and to rank advance. It's like awesome. Good job, girl. Myself with 3, Olivia 1, Kaylee, Gwen, Glenn, Cassandra, and Amanda all have 1. 12 new coaches, 35 lives changed. I have Ashley Albeck as the top coach for this week, and this is why. And I'm not going to cry because I love her, but she actually invested in her business. She actually joined one of Melanie Mitro's training, which I'm so excited about. I cannot wait. She's going to bring so much knowledge back to this team. Also, she's like my ride or die. Like, whenever I need her, she is freaking there. She's helping me create kick-ass training for you guys to get these new coaches started while she's juggling a whole entire family, like a freaking bus of kids, you guys. Like, what she does, I don't know how she does it. It is pretty freaking amazing. She got on a call with her team cup tonight. I had so many things that I just wanted to say, but she just shines so bright. And the number one thing that stands out to me about Ashley is she leads a team. It doesn't matter if she has 5 people on her team. She's leading it like it's a freaking top team of the company, and she's leading like thousands of coaches. Like, she just shows up like she's leading a freaking army, even though she's like growing it right now. Like, that's amazing. Like, that's incredible. Like, she doesn't have to get on a call tonight and do this for us, but she's treating her business like she's a top coach and she's training hundreds of people. So Ashley, I love you, girl. Thank you so much. I also wanted to say, and this I didn't run past Ashley, but I also wanted to say that I came up with a motto for Team Destiny for 2020. You guys want to know what it is? I'm going to stop the screen share. If I can move stuff around, stop the screen share. Okay, I thought, how cool would it be to have like a 2020 motto that we can all rally with, that we can just all keep in the front of our minds. So I'm going to tell you what the motto is. It's going to be based off of Joel's 10 rounds, and it's going to be called Fight for It. This year, I want you guys to freaking fight for it. I want you to fight for your health goals. I want you to fight for your business. I want you to freaking fight. And I know there's so many people on this team that are hard as nails. You guys are freaking tough ass people, because I see what life threw at you, and I see you guys get knocked down, and I see you get back up. You guys are freaking tough. And then there's some other people that are a little soft and squishy around the edges. I want you guys to get tough this year. I want you guys to freaking fight for it. You are capable of doing anything you set your mind to. I don't care if you were in this business for one day, or if you've been in this business for freaking years, if you've fallen off, or if you're getting back up. I don't care. I want you guys to know that anything is possible in this business if you freaking work for it. If you know what you want and you get that belief down into your core. You need to know that you are capable, you guys. Like, say that. I am freaking capable. You guys can do anything that you want. You just got to put your mind to it and put in the work and be consistent as hell and wake up every single morning and say, I lead a freaking top team. I am a 10-star diamond coach. I am in the top 10 of this company. Even if you're not, you say it to yourself and you act as though you are. You act like you are on that stage being one of those top 10 coaches. So I want you guys to write it on lipstick on a mirror. I want you to stick Post-its all over the place. Fight for it. In your car, sticky, fight for it. In your work area, locker room, fight for it. I don't care where it is, fight for it. I want to see that motto everywhere. And hashtag it, you guys. If you do posts, or hashtag fight for it, because that is our motto for this year. We're going to fight for it. I am so excited to pass the baton over to Ashley. Go for it, girl.
I don't even know what to say right now. Funny thing is, I was going to say cat's got your tongue. I said that to my kids the other day, and they were like, what? Anyway, oh my gosh, guys, thank you so much, Amy. I really, really, really appreciate it. I held back the tears, but they were definitely there. Okay, so yes, Amy had mentioned that I started with the mentorship with Melanie Mitro and Katie Ursa, and I'm really, really excited about it. And I want to bring to you as much as I can that I'm learning through them, or just, a way to for all of us to learn with this one investment, which would be great for everybody to really rock it out. So I just got off the call with our Team Cup people, and our goal for February is to have the biggest paycheck month, the biggest income month that we've ever had in this business. And I really hope that everybody on this call would like to agree with that and get on board and create the same goal for yourselves. Are we all on board with that? Yeah. I want to see more than a head nod. Like, give me a thumbs up. What? Okay, sweet. So what we're going to talk about tonight is a little bit about recruiting, because I have heard over and over again in our team, I try to ask as many questions as possible. I'm somebody who's very curious on how everybody else is thinking. I'm constantly asking questions. Actually, it's probably annoying to most of you, but it works, right? So one of the things that I hear a lot is I don't recruit, or I don't talk about recruiting because A, I'm not really sure how to, and B, I'm not really sure I know how to follow up with them, and C, I'm not really sure how to train them. And I know this because I have said it myself. And so Amy is putting in a ton of time right now, guys, and I'm helping her along with it to put together a good system. Here's the thing that we have to remember when it comes to systems, and I have been coaching for many years now, and I gotta say, I have a good system for running challenge groups, for getting someone started, for selling a challenge pack, right? That doesn't mean it's the same system all the time. It doesn't mean it's not flexible. It doesn't mean that it doesn't, like, my scripts don't change constantly and I'm tweaking all the time. But what it does mean is I know the structure. I know that I'm posting my results. I know that I'm following up with all those people who like and comment on that. I'm inviting off of my stories. I am following up with people when the conversation runs dry. I am bringing them into a group. I'm inviting to a group. I have something there to invite for and to. Does that make sense? So if we think of it the same way as challenge groups, then we have a system in place already. We just need to remember how to tap into it, right? So when it comes to coaching, it's kind of the same structure. You need to share what you're doing every day, right? So a lot of us share our Energize every morning. I'm not one of them because my kids are sleeping. I really can't do anything in the morning. But but a lot of us share our Energize in the morning. It's a routine. It's what you do. It's what you share every single day. Is there something about coaching that you can do the same with? Maybe it's inviting. Maybe it's checking into your challenge group. Maybe it's your posts. Whatever it is, think of something as a coach that you're doing every day that you can also share every day. So think of that one thing that you can do every day, just like you do with your challenge groups, like inviting to a challenge. Secondly, your posts. And we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to actually make a list. So I hope you have a pen, a paper, or like another device that you can be typing on. Because I'm also going to ask you to share in the chat because we're going to do some brainstorming. But your posts need to be all about coaching. And then you're going to be inviting off of those posts. And we're going to talk about what's in those posts in a second. You're going to be inviting from your likes, from your comments. You're going to be inviting from your views, your story views. And you're going to have a little bit of, you're going to create an invite, right? So real quick, I'm going to share the one that I just created, and you can see. I'm just going to share it to you. You can use it, I don't care, but I'm sharing it so that you understand what I mean by it's almost exactly like challenge groups, right? So my invite says, hey girl, hey whatever. I always use their first name. Hey Sally, I'm not sure if you saw my stories, but I'm launching a new virtual boot camp in February and looking for ladies who'd like to earn some money helping me launch it while also getting fit in the boot camp themselves. If I sent you info, would you let me know if you're interested or know anyone else who would be, right? Okay, so structurally, it's exactly what I say for a challenge group. Exactly. Hey, not sure if you saw, but I'm running a boot camp, wanted to know if you were interested. If I send you info, would you let me know if you're interested? It's it, like same structure, but I'm talking about coaching, right? So write up a very short script. If it's your friends, like your close friends, you could even make it different. You could be like, yo, I am loving this coaching thing and I need to share it with you because honestly, it's doing this, this, and this for me. And I really want to give you info because I would love nothing more than to be in business with you. Do you know what I mean? So like, think of who you're inviting and then create a script. That should only take you 2 minutes, honestly. It really is not a lot. And if you really want feedback, send it to your coach and have them tweak it a little bit for you, okay? So have your script. So far, we're still on the same thing, same time, like structure as inviting to a challenge group, right? Then when they say, yeah, actually, can you send me some info? That's where I always felt like tripped up. I'm like, well, not sure what I should send you. And honestly, when it comes to like challenge groups, I have been sending them like a bar blend video that's less than 3 minutes and people still don't have time to watch the less than 3 minute one. I literally have to message them back, be like, girl, it's only 3 minutes. Just open up your phone and watch it, right? So the videos I have for coaching are like 15 minutes. And so I feel like there was a gap, right? I need something short, pretty nice to just send to them. So Amy and I already made one. So we're like, we have this structure and we just need to make it look a little prettier for y'all, right? But you can still have the structure as it is now if you want to make it your own prettiness. It's just a document right now with all the info in it, right? It has some like common questions, tells them a little bit of perks. And then in the beginning, actually, do you have it up on your computer or no? if you have it up, let's screen share it so we can show them. In the beginning, it's a little bit about your own story. So you're gonna make a copy of this. Do not change up my document. If you have access to it, I will come get you if you change up my document, okay? Just putting that out there. Copy it into your own document and then change up your story, but look at Amy's story because it's on there already and just use the structure, right? This is how I felt before becoming a coach. These are the questions I had. This is what I attained so far from coaching. And we'll talk about that in a second. And you're going to structure it the same way, but with your own words. And then the rest of it, you can keep exactly the same, but you want to make it for you. We're going to turn it into a PDF, and we're not sure if we're going to put it into like Canva or keep it here, but it will have pictures on it. Right now, it doesn't have pictures on it. Okay. But if you already have team pics that you love, put them in there, right? We'll even show you somebody else's that we kind of copied from for inspiration. But I really think this is going to be very helpful. Here it is. So the beginning says how I became a health and fitness influencer. Me personally, I'm going to write a wellness influencer and coach. That's how I decided to like label it, right? She just shares a little bit. You can keep that structure the same. Do not make it any longer. I promise you it will bite you in the rear end if you make it too long, okay? So that's the first part. And then it says, since I started, I have been able to, and we're going to do this right now, guys. Grab your pen and paper, and we're going to start brainstorming. I want you to list out 10 things that you have experienced since becoming a coach. They can be things that you've paid for. They can be things that you've experienced, ways of living, more positive attitude, mindset. They can be career changes because you realized, I'm thinking of Amanda here, you have a career change that I think you have mentioned. Coaching has helped you with that. Anything that has to do with relationships because you've grown as a person and so you've been able to deepen your relationships. Your fitness, obviously, your fitness, your nutrition, your family's nutrition. Really start brainstorming here. Really like write out as much as you can. Don't stop writing. Just keep writing. Even if it doesn't make sense, just keep writing. Once that pen starts moving, you don't want it to stop. Guys, you can unmute yourself and name a couple so that we can brainstorm together. I'm going to close this door. Because I want to write down the things that you're saying. So somebody unmute. Who wants to be a guinea pig? Unmute yourself.
Ashley, for brand new coaches on the call, would you have them, like obviously the community is huge and holding themselves accountable to their health and fitness goals. So right there's two. Would you recommend they put what they want from what they want to get out of this business or not yet?
Get there. We're going to do that next. I think even if you start, even if you just started, you can come up with 10. I'm pretty darn sure because when you said community, I think you can break that down more. Like you can say the people that you've met, you can be specific, like be very specific and like really break it down. I want you to really, don't just say community. I feel like that's cliche almost.
You're saying like the specific types of people that you met, like
sure. I mean, you can say I met my best friend through coaching. You can say like Amy always mentions Lynn and shopping. I love that. Like you can be like I met my shopping buddy through coaching. You can say specify your accountability group. Like, do you have a pod of girls that help you out with things? Do you have somebody who's a success partner? Do you have an accountability partner? Have you learned something new? Like, have you learned something new? Just becoming a coach is learning something new. You just learned about this whole other world of like a life that you didn't even know existed. Maybe you did, but maybe you didn't. Did you know that people could actually work from home and really make money? Like, was that just like in your head and you didn't believe it, but now you believe it? Like, just think of little things that have little specific things. Be as specific as you can, because the more specific and the more things you can come up with, little things, the more posts you're going to make. Did you pay for, oh my gosh, who was it? Did you pay for chapstick? Who was it? There was a coach, like a top coach. They said their very first thing they bought with their Beachbody money was chapstick. I don't remember who it was. So, yeah, I mean, you can list like very little things. Do you buy gum at the checkout because now you actually have money and you don't care about that extra $1 or $2 that you just spent? I don't know. Think of lots of little things. Who wants to unmute themselves and come up? Amanda, you're already unmuted. Tell me some things that you came up with.
So you're talking about little things or like big things?
Both.
Well, so let's talk about things that I bought. So, okay. Well, first of all, I got out of the country for the first time. I got on a plane for the first time ever because of Beachbody. I went to Nashville for the first time ever on a plane. I never flew before ever. I love that. I went out of the country because I earned the Mexico trip. I got to take my husband on on that Mexico trip for our 2nd anniversary. That was huge. I bought him a freaking $1,000 Jeep top because I made $1,000 in a month this year. And I could. Like, that never would have happened before, ever. It would have made me sick to spend that much money, but I was so excited because I had it.
So do you feel like it's expanded your dreams? Like, do you feel like it's made you think bigger also?
Like, it's lowered my financial stress for sure, but it's also, I didn't know how to dream before this. Like, I just thought my life was going to be whatever it was. Like, I didn't have hobbies. I didn't have accountability for anything. I didn't have goals. I just kind of like, I mean, I lived so small because I didn't know any better. And my world has gotten so much bigger because I have so many more friends, and they're not just like pennies of friends. These are like quarters. Like, you guys are quarters. You're not just like acquaintances that are pennies that I know. Like, you ladies are people who I can count on, every single one of you, if like my world is crashing down. And I don't really have many other people who are like that. And we spend most of the time together like this.
Virtually.
From each other on a screen. But I could call on you guys to help me before I could call on most of the people who were in my wedding. That's pretty insane.
That is, now that you say that, I can do the same thing. Most of the people, I can rely on you guys more than most of the people in my wedding.
Right. And I mean, I think that's just natural. Like, it's natural that your friend circles will change, but to like it has changed because I have, not that they weren't quarters, but they're kind of like dimes in comparison. Not just to be mean, but it just is true. Like, there's a different level of, I don't want to say community because that's not what I mean, but it's like family. That's what I want to say. Family, like people who will have your back because it's just a given. Because community, I mean, you're right. Don't say community because family is really the word.
Love this. Oh my gosh, I love you, Amanda. Amanda, I need to tell you something. Like, you're talking about all of it, like the things that I have noticed a significant difference from the day I met you to now. Like, I can see you dreaming more. I can see you like just opening up more and relying on other people more and just more positivity. Like I can just see that in you. And I love, 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 love it. Like I love it. And you are definitely, like, I would consider you family too. I think it's awesome. So thank you. Thank you so much for sharing.
I'll let somebody else go.
I'm gonna cry today.
I
Okay, so
No, I can't believe I got through that without bursting into tears. It is a miracle. That's also growth, because that doesn't normally happen.
love it. Okay, guys, it does not have to be that deep though. So don't like
I'll go. Mine's not that.
don't get intimidated coming in after that. All right, Olivia, go ahead, go for it.
I said like events, like the Super Weekend and like going to Summit for the first time, like coming in July. Like that's something like I always thought would have been cool, but like me going to it just wasn't something that I ever thought would like I would do. Like sign up and go to an event with like all these like people I don't know and like meet someone there like Amy who I didn't know besides like on social media, and just like I was so cool. Like I didn't have to like, oh, like what are you wearing? Like, oh, like whatever. Like I knew exactly what she looked like. Like it was the same person. Like it was so normal. And then also like I think it's cool that like not once did I have to like, so I have all my Beachbody stuff going to one bank account, so I keep it like very separate. And like not once have I ever had to like go into a new account for anything Beachbody related. And I just think that's like so cool that I can like, the beach bars are so good. Like I would never be able to afford those every month or every other month if I didn't have this like extra whatever amount of money. Mm-hmm. Or like Shakeology, like I would not be able to afford that if I didn't like know I was going to get money coming in for this. Mm-hmm. Or like just all the like Beachbody performance stuff. Like I would never be able to afford that, or I never would think about even purchasing anything like that because it's expensive. But then it's like I have this little like side thing where it's okay, like I have this money for it and that's what I'm going to use it for, and it doesn't affect my other financial stuff because I keep it for that.
I love that. I wrote that on my post, like I think it was yesterday, I don't remember. I should break that down. Like I wrote a post and listed things, but I should do a post for each one of them, and we'll explain that in a second. But I used to work out in jammies, but now I use my Beachbody, like my income, to buy my cute workout clothes because I wouldn't normally buy that.
My last one, or like I guess my like next one is like a hobby. Like I had hobbies, but like I never really thought, like I always think my brother, like he has really good hobbies. Like he's a total outdoorsy person. Like he hunts, he fishes, he ATVs, he snowmobiles. Like he does this for hours and hours and hours and like invests all of his time into it. And like, I just couldn't think of like a hobby. And I feel like this is like fun. It's not only like a little like side hustle like job, but it's like I seriously love just being on social media, like working out, posting my workouts, like getting on these team calls. Like I don't know, like this is something that I really enjoy doing. So for me, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like a hobby of mine now. I have
it's like a hobby that's little thing into your pocket, not taking money out of your pocket.
So yeah, that's what I put.
I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Anybody else? No? Megan?
I'll talk.
Oh, Carrie, let's do it. Saved by the Carrie.
I think one of the biggest things that I've gotten out of being a coach, it just makes me think consciously every day to be better and better, no matter what is going on. And even when I fell off for a while, everything I learned from the beginning until now, I kept doing what I was doing, even when I was an active coach. And that instilled in me the things that I really, really want in my life to keep moving in the best positive direction I can for myself and for my family. So I think that's like one of the best things. You know, it takes every component of this business, being the coach, being an example, using the products, being a part of the community. It just makes it so apparent that you need all those things that just really strengthen you in so many ways to be the best you can be. So I think that's like one of the best things I've ever gotten out of this. I mean, in addition to meeting everyone and having fun together, I mean, those are amazing things, but on a personal level, it's it's been a constant for me, and I don't know if I would have been able to stay as in tune and consistent if I hadn't found what I did with Beachbody and all the things it offered. So I probably wouldn't have stayed as consistent. I am so glad that I formed the habits I did, because it's gotten me through an amazingly tough road the past 2 years. So I think that's one of the biggest things for me. In addition to opportunities to travel, when I had like little to no money, I was earning a trip, and that was pretty amazing for me to get away when I really needed to, and take someone in my life that I wanted to go with. And the personal development part, I would have never read books like I've read. There's just so many things. I just put down added family income in the beginning, which I'm going to be working hard to get back. And let's see what else. And then like the biggest thing is for me, just having the best tools and products, and such a progressive company that is always trying to move forward and think of new things to do, and to keep it fresh and interesting. And I just think the products that the company produces are really like, they're just the best, the top notch. So I've tried other things as I've been using them, and nothing compares to them. So I don't really want to use anything else.
I love it. Carrie, you bring up a really, really good point. And I have talked to people who were coaches at one time and who aren't anymore. And yet they still have what they did. Like they didn't, life was still better because of being a coach. Does that make sense? Even if they're not
absolutely.
now, life is still better. They still have that growth, and they still have pieces of them that they've grown while being a coach that they kept with them as they left. So I think that's a huge testimony to what we do.
It is. Like it just opened up my world as a stay-at-home mom 5 years ago to having, very little connections with the outside of other than just being mommy at home. I had friends like, the people in your wedding and like some of the people around you, but it just opened up an amazing positivity in my life, just in so many ways. And I can't be more thankful for that. So I'm so glad I'm in a place in my life where I can refocus, and I have the support I need, and I'm getting back on my own 2 feet in many ways, and I'm so excited.
We're so happy that you're on this call and coming back to the team. I'm just so, so, so excited. So yay!
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Does anybody else have some quick things? If not, that's fine. We're going to keep going. Megan, one more. I want to hear from you.
I'll go. People said a lot of my things, but like earning the Success Club trip, that was huge. Earning my ticket for Summit, my first Summit, for free. All amazing things. One of my goals with coaching is to be able to travel more. So that right there is 2 experiences that I get to have for, free in a way. Some of it you have to pay for, but like that is huge. I booked my ticket last night for Mike and I, and we like had a dance party, and like it's crazy.
So awesome. We're so excited for you to go on the trip. Yay!
But, like more than that, like improving my own health, and like I have a lot of heart disease that runs in my family, and my mom is she's in her 50s and she has a pacemaker, and like that's insane to have that at such a young age. And like I don't want to be a statistic, and I don't want that for my future. all of my grandparents, except one, have had open heart surgery. You know, among other health issues, and working in healthcare it's so eye-opening, and I don't want my future to look like my family's in their health, or my patients. And, you know, doing this whole journey is, you know, a main reason for that, to like reduce my risk and just be a better, healthier version overall. And for my mindset and growth, like it's everything. And like we talked about too, like you guys are my family, and my best friends, like they don't get it. They don't support me. They're not customers of mine. And it's, if I didn't have you and this support system, you know, I probably would have quit. So it means so much more than you know, just being a coach and getting a second paycheck. It's a lot. I have a lot more, but I'll probably cry more. So
Tears are welcome. Just so you know, when I was on the call with Melanie and Katie, they got me crying, and I don't normally cry. And I volunteered to talk about why, and like they were going 7 layers deep and trying to get my why out of me more and more, and they just kept going and going, and I just like was like, done. All right, fine, you did it. But Megan has a why that makes her cry. And when they say that, it sounds so cliche, but it's true. Like if you can really dig into something that like gets you, like, yeah, that is so, like I talked about, and this is like my vision board, right? And on here it talks about Lifehouse here and donating money to Lifehouse every month. So every month I take, and this would be one of my wins that I can write down. Actually, didn't even think about that. I'm gonna write that one down. Every month I take 5% of my income from Beachbody and I donate it to Lifehouse. And Lifehouse is so near and dear to me because they help women who are pregnant, who don't have anywhere to go, who are scared, who've been kicked out of their homes, or just they're scared, so they left their homes and they really don't have anywhere to go. They're homeless, right? And they take them in and they help them. And they don't just help them through like giving them food or whatever, and helping them like pay for things, but they actually get them back on their feet. They have financial courses. They really like do everything that they can to help these women and their children. They bring in their children too. So some women, you know, they might have two, three kids with them, and they house them and they, you know, get them jobs and help them through the interview process and help them figure out their finances. They actually teach them some like healthy eating and grocery shopping. Anyway, this is near and dear to my heart. I got pregnant when I was 17. I had support, right? But I know so many other people don't have support. But I know how that feels. I know what it feels like to be scared, to feel like you have nowhere to go, to be terrified to even tell anybody. And that's where they are. They're just lost, and they might have other children that they have to take care of. Anyway, so this is really important to me. And so I have found something to not to like transcend the income, to go past income and create an impact, right? And that's what Megan's getting. She's like, listen, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to stop this generational these health issues that are generational. I'm going to stop it here. It is ending with me. And not only is it ending with me, I'm going to help other women do the same thing, right? And so that is huge. So the more things you can list on here, then I want you to also make another list of what Amy was saying, is make a list of things that you're excited about, things that you're looking forward to. Some of our things that we did accomplish already might be some of our other people on here might be some of the things that you're looking forward to. Amy is already paying for some of her mortgage with her income, right? Or paying her mortgage with her
All
income.
of my mortgage for
All
2
of her
years
mortgage
now.
with her income.
And it's not a small mortgage.
Yes, with a brand new home, right? So may I add, her home's probably 2 or 3 times the size of her old home.
And you know what? I do see a lot of new coaches on here, and you guys are probably like, I just got started. And mine did start as, and I put this where I started. Mine started at so small as just my Shakeology. It was just that simple. That's all I wanted. And then some credit card debt. And then my kids were stuck in the Allentown School District, and there's no way to get out because of our home. We couldn't get out. We couldn't sell this end of a row, tiny little home. And I was like, this is my why. That's why I was doing it, to get my kids into the Christian school, which I did with Beachbody, pay off credit card debt, which I did, get out of the city, which I did. One thing that's really near and dear to me is that, and I never, ever, ever thought that this was going to be one of my whys, but I was able to stay with my mom the last few months of her life, caring for her. I didn't know that Beachbody was going to do that for me at the time. But now that I was looking back, I'm like, holy crap. Like, it literally, I was able to spend hours and hours and hours, extra hours with my mom, caring for her, loving on her. There's no way I would have been able to do that without Beachbody. So some of your whys, you aren't even going to know exist yet. Like, that's how amazing this opportunity is. I met my best friends, confidence booster, overcoming fears, being able to talk and lead a team is crazy. Traveling, my 2 expensive puppies, which are right here. Installing the healthy habits, like Carrie said, like I did not have that like installed in me until coaching did that. Nails and getting facials. When you're 40, you want a freaking facial, trust me. I'm so excited that I could get a facial and a massage, just treat my old skin. And then, you know, as Megan was talking, I was like, I'm impacting other people's lives in such a tangible way to like, you know, like I was able to help Megan find this opportunity and like encourage her, and to be able to impact somebody's life, like that's just the cream on top of the cake, man. That's just like the cherry on the top. Like I'm sold. Like I just want to do that for so many other more women.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So
Okay, I have one more.
Go ahead.
Quick. So something you guys don't know about me is, so my mom's side of the family is extremely petite. Like I'm talking like 5 foot tall, like maybe 120 pounds. Like that's how their side of the family is. My dad's side of the family, my grandpa is 450 pounds. And he's not that old, and he can barely move. And my aunt is also almost 400 pounds. It's so not healthy. And knowing what he sleeps in every night, because he's so big that he can't groom himself, he can't do anything, he sits in a wheelchair all day and that's it. And I'm not gonna let myself get like that. Like there's no way. And I know that I have the genes. So that is why I just can't. And that's why I'm so focused on this and just like working out, eating healthy, because I can't do that. I can't be stuck in a wheelchair 400 pounds.
Yeah, I hear you, Olivia. We have extreme obesity in our family too, and I feel like when you live in it, like it just makes you be like, no, there's no freaking way that I'm doing that, right? And so it's like a deep why to keep going. Yeah. And who knows? The other thing is, I know that a lot of us, like, we want to help them so bad, but they're not like going to come to us, right? And so we have to take that energy. We have to take that energy and put it out to other people. right? Because maybe one day they'll come to us. Who knows? We don't know. But we have to be that living example and help other people because we have that energy. And it's almost like an angry energy too. And we have to like take it out and help other people with it who want the help, right? And so I totally 100% get that. And I'm like proud. I'm super proud of you for being that for other people. Good job. So proud of you. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take that list and I want you to actually write out for each one of those things. Write out first next to it, just write out why. Why is this important to you? Why is it important to you that for the things that you already accomplished, why was that important to you, right? And the things that you want to accomplish, why is that important to you, okay? If you have 10 of each, you already have 20 posts right there. So when it comes to writing and creating, it tends to be better when you batch work it, if that makes sense. Like if you do a lot of writing at one time, where you can sit down and be undistracted and turn all the notifications off and put your phone on do not disturb and just start typing. Type and type and type and type and type. As soon as you start, it'll start flowing, right? And the more time you can put like at one big chunk, even if it's like once a week or every couple of days to create a couple posts at a time, it'll come more naturally, it'll flow naturally. Another way to help like create that workflow is by leaving the normal space you work. If you go to like, leave your house and go to a coffee shop, I really like getting together with you guys, but when it comes to creating posts, go by yourself. Having too many other people around you might be very distracting. But go somewhere where you can put headphones on even if it's not playing anything so nobody disturbs you, and just start writing, right? Create one small post for each and every one of them. A good structure for those posts, I'm not great at writing posts, right? But what I've noticed, a good structure is to write your post, right? And then come up with a tagline at the top. Something could be a quote. You could just Google quotes about the post, like something that you're already writing about, Google a quote, put that at the top. Maybe something that's eye-catching that somebody's going to want to keep reading it, right? Put that at the top. Write your body of your post. Make it so that it's easy to read. Break up the post. Don't write one big paragraph. Nobody's going to want to read that. 2 to 3 lines at a time. 2 to 3 lines. 2 to 3 lines. 2 to 3 lines. Maybe 1 to 2 lines. But just break it up. Don't make it too long. Keep it short. And that's why I want you to be specific about what it is. So you're only writing about one small thing, right? You can come up with a call to action at the end. And just like inviting to a challenge group, I want you to do this in a marketing plan, right? So 7 to 10 to 14 day chunk of only talking about coaching. But don't just talk about it once or twice during that time frame. Every single day, talk about it. Talk about it in your stories, talk about it in your posts, have a call to action on each one. Just make sure that in your stories you have other stuff with it, your day-to-day life. Keep doing your workout. Keep doing your fun stuff. Talk about your dogs. Talk about your children. Talk about buying hats. Whatever you have to do, like talk about your day, but then make sure that you're putting in your story the thing about coaching, right? And then lastly, the same thing about challenge groups that works so well for us in challenge groups is create your lines, your list, okay? I'm looking for 5 people for my next mentorship. And I should have mentioned this before. You need to be inviting to something, just like you do with a challenge group. You're inviting to a challenge group, it has a day one, right? So you need to have a timeline for getting these people started. Same for coaching. Have the day one of training, like a mentorship or whatever you want to call it, day one. So we are starting on this day. I am looking for 5 people. I am looking for 3 people. I'm looking for 10 people, whatever it is for you. Try to make it like if you normally only bring 1 business builder in per month, I would start with 5. I wouldn't start with 10 because it's going to look awkward if you're not filling those spots up. Okay. So, the other thing is you can start small because it's always cool to be like, oh, look, I filled my group. I wanted 20 people in my bar blend, but I still only listed like 5 or 10 and then said it was filled and I'm going to add more spots. Okay. So like make it look scarce, right? And then fill up those spots as you go. Okay. You can even write, if someone's pending, write their name on there and put pending next to it. Just create that scarcity and urgency. Okay. So same way you would for a challenge group. Get together with your coach because if you're questioning the whole training thing, they have it. Kaylee has an awesome training already set up. She can hook you up with that. Amy and I are working on ours right now. We already have the PDF that I was talking to you about. We're going to also have a little video. So exciting. So exciting. It's just be a little short sizzle reel, right? Nothing huge, but it's going to be fun, right? So we'll have a little video kind of creating FOMO, just like we did over the weekend when we were at Super Saturday. Amy created that video. We're going to do the same thing about coaching. It's just going to have words on it to say a little bit about coaching, right? So use that. Follow up with them just like you would. Check out this video. Let me know what interested you. Then follow up with them. What would you love to get out of this? Talk about finances. What would you love to earn? What would you do if you earned an extra $500 in a month? How would that change your life, right? And then talk to them about that. Same way you would with challenge groups. What do you struggle with? Well, ask them about the finances. What do you struggle with? What would you love to do with an extra income, right? And then get them into that challenge, I even said challenge group. Get them into that training, right? So same thing. You can set up your calendar. I don't even have it in front of me. You can set up your calendar so that you have what you're inviting to. Do I have it? I don't have it right here. Anyway, set up your calendar to show what you're inviting to. So these 7 to 10 days, I'm inviting to my coach mentorship. My training starts this Monday, right? So 7 to 10 days prior to that. Next, right after that, a day or two later, I'm inviting to my challenge group for 2 weeks, right? So make sure it's set up on your calendar. If you need help with this, get with your upline. They will help you. I also just posted in the Destiny United group things you can share in your stories about coaching. Somebody redid it and made it look pretty. I don't know who that was, but thank you very much, because the one I posted in there is from Ashley Molstad and it's like real fuzzy. But somebody redid it, so look in the comments and pull up that other one.
I believe it was Leslie, so shout out to Leslie. Woo-hoo.
Shout out to Leslie. She rocked our world today. Thank you very much, Leslie. And then lastly, like I said, get with your upline about training, but we do have a document if you're looking for like the workflow of how to get someone started as a coach. Basically, guys, it's not difficult. The first thing we're sending them are the first 5 videos in the coach office. It's very simple. You go to the coach office, you go to training, and you go to getting started right, and there's 5 videos right there. Then we're going to help walk them through creating a business open post and creating an invite, okay? So I'm just laying this out for you in case you were really questioning it and didn't feel confident. I want you to feel confident because we already know how to do it, right? We just weren't putting it together in our heads, right? So first 5 videos, then help them write a business open post with either a transformation picture or just a picture of them, and then help them write an invite, and then have them invite everybody who clicked like and comment on those posts, right? Same thing. But if you want that document to show how we're getting people started, we can give that to you too. It has a welcome email on there and everything. Okay, so did you guys come up with some content you think will be helpful over the next couple days inviting to coaching? Yeah, cool. Everybody's looking down, and I really hope they're looking at their lists and writing posts. That's my hope right now, okay? If you're in a team cup, I want you guys to think of something. Whether you or the people in your team cup are not diamond yet, I want you to push for diamond in February, because I am telling you, the atmosphere, the energy running through our team right now is very high. I want you to take that energy and put it into yourself and go diamond, okay? And if you're already diamond, I want you to build another diamond account, whether it be your husband or somebody else, and go star diamond, right? If you can't do that, just go diamond again under your own account, right? Because you doing it is gonna help your team do it, okay? And if we can pop 8 million diamonds in February, that would be really freaking cool, right? It would be so awesome. Could you imagine if all of us on here were diamond? And then we could be talking next level stuff, like star diamond and getting your $800, $900 bonus every quarter. That'd be awesome, right? So biggest February check ever, going diamond. These are things that should be on your list. Not that I'm telling you what your goals should be, but I'm telling you what your goals should be, okay? Cool. All right. Do we have any questions? No. I really want you guys to share your posts. So post them in Destiny United so everybody can see and feel comfortable about making more posts about coaching, okay? Yeah, cool. Can we all do that? Awesome. Let's take a picture. Amy, you're taking the picture.
I like when a lot of people take pictures because, you know, I'm not my forte.
It is your forte.
Ready, everybody? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got mine.
Yay! Awesome. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. This is going to be a huge, 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 huge month. I'm so excited to see more business builders, more people to get passionate just like we are. How much fun is it that we can share together, right? We need more of those people. We need more people to be like super passionate. So we just got to go out there and bring them in, right? So let's do it. Who's on?
One more thing. Latoya, Liz, Tara, Maria, anybody, can you guys undo your video? Any of you guys? I like faces. Mia, I like faces. Yay, Latoya. Yay, Tara. Awesome. Woo! I love you, ladies. Hold on, people are coming. Woohoo!
Yes, yes.
Naked. Everybody's dressed. Gosh. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Thank you. Faces are so much better than black squares. Ashley, thank you so much for pouring into us and getting us to actually write this stuff down on a paper and start implementing it.
Yeah.
I am so excited. If we start really focusing on talking about the coaching opportunity just as much as we do the challenge groups, it's going to blow your business out of the water. If you think the health and nutrition aspect changed your life, coaching has changed my life in so many more ways. Like, people need what we have. Truly, truly need this. So you have a gift. Go share it with everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ashley. Mwah.
Thank you. And guys, go comment on my post. Thank you. Love you. Bye.